Well, I agree with Governor Abbott. The law, whatever it is, needs to be obeyed by everybody, including public officials. And if they don't like the law, that's too bad. So they don't. Many of them do not like the new law, but they got to follow it anyway, or they're going to face the consequences. And some of those consequences are going to be very unpleasant. What Governor Abbott is trying to do is to go after those people in the United States who have committed criminal violations in the United States.
Yeah.
That's what ICE wants to go after. That's what he wants to go after. And those are the people we're talking about that are in our prisons and in our jails. 22% of the people in federal prisons are foreign nationals. 22%.
That's nuts.
And I don't know what the state average is. It may be that or more. And so that's who he's after, and giving sanctuary to those people and not allowing ICE to come to the county jail and pick up those people and get them back to where they came from is wrong. And now it's against the law. And if a city or a county does that, there are consequences for it. So I think I agree with him on that, especially as a former judge. Got to obey the law, no matter who you are, whether you're a criminal coming in the country and committing a crime, or if you're a person who doesn't obey the law and getting rid of those foreign nationals who have been zeroed in as being deported because they are criminals in our country.
Now, you've already heard the response from groups like MALDEF and others. We'll get to that in a second. But there's something interesting that you said. You follow the law. You don't really have an option. The law is the law. You follow it. You don't like it, change the law. But I can go back to just Loretta Lynch and Eric Holder. Those two are the top cops in the United States of America, and they picked and chose at the behest of President Obama what laws to follow, which laws not to follow. So maybe these states and these cities and these townships and municipalities, Ted, think to themselves, these people didn't have to follow the law. Why do I?
Well, that could be true. And the number one law enforcement officer in the country is was Eric Withholder, as I call it, withheld evidence.
Right.
And it was shameful the way he acted in disobeying the law, because he said, well, I don't like that law. And so I'm not going to follow that law. And that was unfortunate, and that set a bad example for all of these other people in the country who don't want to follow the law. But those days are over. Now I think we're going to have a situation where people, no matter who they are, public officials or non-public officials, have to follow the law.
President Trump tried to. Yeah, President Trump tried to do what Governor Abbott did. He tried to do that, and there are statutes that allow him to do this, where he said, we're going to keep your funding. We're going to withhold your funding if you're going to be a sanctuary city. And places like Miami, right down the road from where I'm sitting right now, said, well, we're not going to be a sanctuary city. We can't afford to lose that money. Austin was reconsidering. And then some federal judge said the president didn't have the right. So governors like Abbott, after the state legislatures deal with it, they're the ones signing into law. But I'm confused, Ted. I mean, we were told that Arizona couldn't make immigration law because it's up to the feds. So when the feds try to make immigration law, judges are saying it's up to the states. Who knows whether you're coming or going anymore with this?
Well, the problem is you got some federal judges involved who themselves misinterpret current law and make their own law based upon their personal whims rather than following the letter of the current law. And so that's the problem we have with the federal judges that are involved in these sanctuary city cases where people run to these federal judges. But I think at the end of the day, Trump will win his argument in court. Just like the state of Texas will win its argument, because it'll go to court over this issue as well.